The Deadly Years, Star Trek Season 2, the original series. Let's do it before we get too old. I'm going to review this using my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best that you can get in any category. I'm going to give the storyline of this a 1.5. I like the storyline here. There's a problem to solve. They're on a ship. It's a ship 1. So I can't give it the full 2 because I do like having either an alien race or, you know, another planet or something. But it's 1 on a ship, but the storyline was still good for me. A lot of great character stuff, and I'm going to get to the character section when I get there. But basic thing is they land on this planet, Chekhov and the main. So the leads and Chekhov. Hey, this is one of those episodes that has everybody. Because Sulu's in it, Uhura's in it, everybody's in this one to check off. So this is a cool one and Nurse Chapel's in it. So you really got everybody in this one. They land on a planet. And they see a dead body, died of old age. Everyone on the planet's super old. What the hell happened? They all aged in like a week or something, and they're all dead. You're like, okay, that's crazy. They get back up to the ship. Let's continue on our voyage. Oh no, we're all growing old. What the hell's going on? Chekhov is not growing old. Why? Who knows? That's the idea. I thought it was pretty neat. They've got to figure something out. So I do like that. What they figure out at the end is kind of cool. It might be slightly of a letdown, but still kind of neat. And they gave an excuse as to why they didn't think of it earlier. So that kind of was good. But it does affect the pacing. So I'm going to give the pacing a 1 out of 2. My reasoning for that is that I started to get a little bit bored, and then I could see that they didn't have enough storyline. So they threw in this whole kind of little tiny subplot, and all of a sudden it's like this third act subplot of like, Kirk's not fit to command. You're like, oh, okay. Like Kirk's not fit to command. McCoy's fit to continue being a doctor. I guess Kirk's what the hell did he have? Whatever. His brain was like deteriorating quicker, dementia or whatever the heck he had. So it's like, okay, I buy it. I still like the episode. I wasn't bored, but I was a little bit like, I could tell that, they needed to add more stuff to it. You've got that Commodore guy who wants to take over. We'll get to the characters in a second. So the pacing is a little bit slow, on this one. However, I'm going to give the artistry 2 out of 2. I know the old mate. I'm watching the upgraded versions, right? So the upgraded versions do have the effects, and when the Romulans show up, man, those guys are badass. That was all cool. And I wanted to mention the last 5. I'll talk about this in the enjoyment factor. So the Romulan battle looks wicked. It's got the better effects with the better laser blasts and shit. That was really cool. And the makeup, it's tough when you're watching the Blu-rays. I remember I've seen these 4 or 5 times now, right? I remember watching them on the DVD days, and I never owned any VHS Star Trek, but I owned the DVDs, the full thing. And I remember thinking, the makeup's looking pretty good. When you're watching it on Blu-ray Super HD, you're like, well, it's not that great. What's funny? What's funny is that William Shatner, now being in his 90s, looks better than what they thought he would look like aged. I was cracking up because I'm like, oh my God, William Shatner looks great. The guy's 90. He looks damn great for 90. I mean, this is, you look at him, you might think he was like 60. He looks really good. So I was like, he actually looks better than the fake aging that they put on him. But I still think everything looked good. I don't know. It was fine. The subtleties in Spock in the beginning, they did a good job of gradually doing it, and like the mannerisms too. And even like his shirt got like, it was a bit flabby. Like it's normally tight or whatever. It was very flabby. So I thought, that's kind of neat. They're even showing that, like they really went through a lot of details. So I appreciate that. I thought that was really good. The characters. Well, this is a 2 out of 2, big time, man. Everyone was awesome in this. Everyone had stuff to do. And even though I just kind of said, this third act, thing with Kirk, it was still awesome because like Spock didn't want to do it, but the Commodore guy's like, I like the Commodore guy. I thought that guy was pretty damn awesome. And look, what are you going to do? Kirk's literally making mistakes. He's like, Spock, you've got to take over. And Spock's like, yeah, but I'm not going to last that much longer either. The guy's hands are tied. He has no experience. When he took over being a captain, he sucked. Well, that's because that guy sucks. He's not a captain and he doesn't have experience. But I don't know what the answer is because even Scotty's afflicted. Like who's going to be the captain? Like, you're going to put Chekhov as the captain? Like, I don't know. Like, this was a tough call. So what can you do? But like the leads were great in this. Shatner was awesome. Like, which is the mannerisms, and he was like holding his hands like he was like, you know, because he had the arthritis, and it was like just like the way he did it. It's like, oh, Scotty, yeah, do this. Oh yeah. And like the forgetfulness and all that. And Spock, like just the subtleties too, like where it's like you can see that, oh shit, Spock's like hurting, or there's something wrong with him, you know. Oh, I thought it was great. The lady character, she's kind of dopey. I hate, like, I'm not a fan of like soft, like, hey, what are we gonna do, Captain? Like, but she was okay. She was useful. She did help come up with the serum, so I'm okay with her. Ultimately, I'm okay with her. Characters really shined in this one for me a lot, so I'm giving it 2 out of 2. For that reason, I'm kind of a character guy first. I think, like, I would say if I had to rank the space system, I would actually put characters first. I'd put characters, story, pacing, artistry. That's actually how I would do it, because I like a lot of movies that are low budget and they look kind of poopy with garbage effects. But if I like the characters and I can get into the story, if it's a neat idea with cool characters I like, I'm going to ultimately be favorable to the movie or show. Artistry isn't that important to me. You know, like I love watching, like, you know, silent films, and some of them are amazing and some of them are like, well, they don't look that great because they're silent movies, but the characters were really neat, or the story was neat, or the concept was neat. Trip to the Moon, well, Trip to the Moon has great artistry if you're counting the date it came out, so that's a bad example, sorry, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Sometimes people, the effects weren't that good. It doesn't bother me, right? Like She-Hulk, that was a garbage show because the characters were garbage and the story was garbage. It didn't look great, but that was the least of my problems with it. So characters 2 out of 2, enjoyment factor 2 out of 2. I really enjoyed this one a lot. I thought it was really good. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really stellar. The last 5 minutes is a bloody masterpiece. Like that guy's like, shit, the Romulans are shooting the crap out of us. What are we gonna do? He's like, oh, and then it's like, they should have done, like, if I was doing it, I would have done slow motion. The doors open. Right, here comes like Captain Kirk. It's like, I'll take over from here. Oh, there you go. But he comes in and he's like, all right, Corbomite, yeah, Corbomite. It's like, code 2 transmission, code 2. But the Romulans broke code 2. Code 2. I know what I'm doing. Shit, okay. We're blowing the ship up. We're taking everybody down with us. Oh, and then the Romulans are my favorite. They immediately take off. And then Spock's like, oh, I see. I got you. I see what you did there. That was smart. That was awesome. He took over in 1 second and defused the whole situation. Wow, that was the damn best. That last 5 minutes just bumped this whole entire thing way up. So I thought this was a great episode. If you enjoy my space system, please like the video, subscribe. Check out my friend Clobberin Times channel. Saturday night Star Trek live stream they do every Saturday. They talk about 4 episodes of Star Trek. It's awesome. Make sure you guys are checking that out. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Until next time.